Hi everyone, welcome to Everyday English Talk. I'm Jake.
And I'm Emma. Today we're diving into something super exciting, the Moana live-action remake.
Absolutely. Disney has confirmed it's coming out on July 10th, 2026, and fans are already buzzing.
For sure, this isn't just another remake. They're putting a lot of focus on cultural authenticity, a fantastic cast, and of course, amazing music.
Exactly. The lead, Moana, is played by Catherine Ligaya, who's 17 and has Samoan heritage. That's really important for staying true to the story.
And we can't forget Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson as Maui. He's definitely a fan favorite.
Absolutely. Plus, the director, Thomas Kail, is known for Hamilton, so we can expect strong storytelling.
And it's exciting that Uli Cravalho, the original Moana, is involved as an executive producer. That helps make sure the heart of the story stays intact.
Definitely. The combination of live-action filming and CGI is going to make the ocean and islands feel real while keeping the magic.
Yeah, and filming on real islands like Hawaii adds so much authenticity to the visuals.
With this attention to detail, the cast, the locations, and the music, it's clear Disney wants this remake to honor the original while adding something fresh.
Exactly, and that includes the emotional depth of Moana's journey, her connection with her family, and her path to becoming a hero.
Let's talk about the cast in more detail. Catherine Ligaya is playing Moana, and she brings a lot of energy and authenticity to the role.
Yes, and Dwayne Johnson is back as Maui. He's not just a strong character, he brings humor and personality, which makes the story fun and relatable.
Moana's parents are also important. John Tui plays her dad, and Frankie Adams plays her mom. They really help show her connection to her family and her home.
And Grandma Tala, played by Rena Owen, is a key part of Moana's journey. She's like a spiritual guide, showing Moana how to connect with her heritage and the ocean.
Exactly. The director, Thomas Kail, has a background in musical theater, so the storytelling and performances are expected to be strong and emotionally engaging.
Plus, filming in real locations like Hawaii adds authenticity. The ocean scenes, the beaches, the islands, all of it feels alive.
And they're blending live-action footage with CGI for things like Maui's shapeshifting and the magical elements of the ocean. That combination usually makes the world feel both realistic and magical.
Yes, even small details like costumes and props are carefully designed to reflect Polynesian culture accurately, which is amazing to see in a remake.
And with Aoli'i Cravalho involved as an executive producer, the story keeps its heart. She knows the character deeply and can make sure the new Moana stays true to the original spirit.
The production team is really committed to authenticity, emotion, and adventure. Every element, from casting to sets to effects, contributes to a richer version of the story.
All of this makes the remake exciting, not just visually, but also in terms of storytelling, character depth, and cultural representation.
Exactly. Moana's journey is still about courage, identity, and connection to her home. But now it has the potential to feel even more real and engaging for audiences.
So now let's dive into the story itself. At its heart, Moana is about her journey to restore the heart of Te Fiti, which is crucial for her island and her people.
Exactly. In the animated version, the story is simple but powerful. Moana has to leave home, face challenges, and discover who she really is. I think the live action will expand on that emotional depth.
Right, and one of the interesting things is the way they might explore Maui's backstory. In the animated movie, he's funny and confident, but there's also a sense of insecurity about his past.
Yes, Maui's humor often hides his guilt over stealing the heart of Te Fiti. A new live-action scene or song could explore that guilt more, showing he's more than just a fun character.
Speaking of songs, the music can also enhance the story. But back to characters. Moana herself is going to be portrayed with a lot of layers. She's brave, curious, and deeply connected to her family and her people.
And her connection to Grandma Tala is going to be key. Tala is more than a guide. She represents wisdom, heritage, and the spiritual connection to the ocean. Her role is crucial in showing Moana why she needs to trust herself.
Another character I'm excited about is Te Kā. In the animated film, she's a huge challenge for Moana, a fiery, destructive force. The live-action design is removed to blend CGI with real effects to make her feel realistic but still magical.
That's important because if she looks too cartoonish, it breaks the immersion. And if she looks too real, it might be scary for younger audiences. Finding that balance is tricky but exciting.
Then there's Tamatoa, the giant crab in the realm of monsters. His shiny number is one of the most entertaining parts of the movie. In live action, he might look more realistic while keeping his dramatic, over-the-top personality.
Exactly. And just a quick note for English learners, over the top is slang for someone who acts exaggeratedly or dramatically, usually in a funny way.
Good one. Now back to Moana. Her journey isn't just about fighting villains. It's also about learning to navigate, understanding her culture, and connecting with her people. Wayfinding is a big theme.
Yes! Wayfinding, the traditional Polynesian navigation method, is such a rich part of the story. Using stars, ocean currents, and wind, Moana learns to guide her people. In live action, they could really expand on this visually and musically.
And that ties into the music, too. We Know the Way could be even more beautiful with live Polynesian musicians, chanting, and real instruments. It will feel immersive and authentic.
Definitely. And Moana's song, How Far I'll Go, will probably feel more raw and emotional in live action. She might sing it in a way that connects directly to her doubts, hopes, and dreams.
Yes, raw meaning natural, real, and full of emotion. That kind of performance helps viewers feel like they're experiencing Moana's journey alongside her.
And the live action allows for more emotional beats. For instance, Moana's interactions with her parents might be deeper, showing how much she loves them and feels responsible for her people.
Exactly. In the animated film, some of those family moments are short due to timing. But in live action, longer scenes can add weight to her choices and actions.
Another interesting point is the theme of responsibility. Moana isn't just saving her island. She's learning that being a leader means caring for her people and the environment.
Right. And for English learners, responsibility here means taking care of something important and being accountable for your actions.
That's a great example. And it connects to the bigger theme. Courage isn't only about fighting monsters. It's about making tough choices, respecting your roots, and learning from mistakes.
Speaking of mistakes, Maui's arc is interesting because he has to confront his past actions. Helping Moana restore the heart isn't just adventure, it's also redemption.
Yes, that makes their relationship more complex. They rely on each other, but they also challenge each other to grow. It's not just hero and sidekick.
Another thing I'm curious about is how Grandma Tala's wisdom will be portrayed. In animation, she's already magical, but live action could show her more vividly, maybe with subtler, supernatural touches.
Right. And her guidance emphasizes that Moana's courage comes from within and from her connection to her culture and ancestors.
The visuals of the ocean are another huge part. The ocean is almost a character itself. It helps Moana, protects her, and guides her. Live action and CGI together will make that really believable.
And that connection to nature is a strong underlying theme. Moana's story isn't just personal, it's about harmony with the environment.
I also think the live action could explore small cultural details, like rituals, songs, and daily life, that the animated movie only hinted at. That adds depth for everyone, including viewers learning about Polynesian culture.
Yes, and the story can also teach English learners new vocabulary naturally. Words like navigate, heritage, courage, responsibility, or connection appear repeatedly in context.
Absolutely. And finally, the emotional payoff, restoring the heart of Te Fiti, is symbolic. It represents life, balance, and the reward of perseverance.
And for viewers, the takeaway is clear. Trust yourself, honor your roots, respect others, and take responsibility for your actions. These are universal lessons.
Exactly. With a rich story, dynamic characters, and stunning visuals, this live-action remake could be meaningful, immersive, and inspiring for both longtime fans and new audiences.
I agree. It's exciting to see how they balance adventure, humor, emotion, and culture in a way that feels authentic and fresh.
And that's what makes Moana such a timeless story. Courage, identity, connection, and respect, all wrapped in an amazing adventure.
Couldn't have said it better. It's a story that inspires, entertains, and educates all at once.
All right, let's talk about one of the most exciting parts, the music. Moana songs are already iconic, and the live-action version is going to handle them in an interesting way.
Totally. Disney has confirmed that classic songs like How Far I'll Go, You're Welcome, and We Know the Way will return. Fans are really excited about that.
And Dwayne Johnson actually re-recorded You're Welcome. He spent a whole week on it. That shows how seriously they're treating the soundtrack.
Right. But in live-action remakes, songs aren't usually copied note for note. They often adjust instruments, tempo, or performance to make them feel more emotional or real.
Exactly. And with Moana, I can imagine more live percussion, real Polynesian instruments, and even chanting. It could sound really immersive and authentic.
Definitely. We Know the Way could sound amazing with live vocals. And for our listeners, choral means a group of people singing together, like a choir.
Good one. And How Far I'll Go will probably feel more raw in live action, meaning more natural and emotional, not overproduced.
Catherine Lagaya has such a beautiful voice. Her version will probably connect more directly with Moana's doubts, dreams, and hopes.
Now, a big question. Will there be new songs?
Almost certainly. Disney usually adds 1 or 2 new tracks in live-action remakes. Sometimes it's to deepen the story, sometimes for awards.
Yeah, a new song could explore Moana's inner thoughts, like moments of doubt or emotional growth, or even Maui's backstory.
Exactly. Maui has a lot of humor in the original, but a new solo could show his vulnerability and guilt, making him more layered.
And maybe there'll be a song connected to wayfinding, the Polynesian navigation technique. That could be visually and musically stunning.
Totally. Live action can expand the song sequences and make them feel immersive, almost like you're on the ocean with Moana.
Let's not forget Tamatoa's Shiny. That song is hilarious and over the top. In live action, he might look more realistic but still keep his dramatic personality.
Quick English note. Over the top is slang for someone acting exaggeratedly, usually in a funny or dramatic way.
Perfect. And visually, the live action can make Tamatoa glow like bioluminescent sea creatures. For listeners, bioluminescent means naturally glowing, like some jellyfish.
I love that idea. And new music can enhance the story's emotional beats, like Moana's reunion with her parents or her connection with the ocean.
Absolutely. The soundtrack isn't just background. It tells the story and gives insight into the characters.
And for English learners, notice expressions like raw, over the top, and immersive. They're used in everyday speech too.
Totally. Overall, the combination of classic songs, new tracks, and authentic instruments could make the music one of the strongest parts of the movie.
Yeah, it will give both longtime fans and new viewers something to enjoy, while also adding depth to the story.
And that's why Moana's live-action soundtrack is something to look forward to. Fun, emotional, and culturally rich.
Exactly. Music in Moana isn't just entertainment. It's storytelling, culture, and emotion all in one.
So, to wrap everything up, the live-action Moana looks like it's going to be more than just a remake. It's a story about courage, identity, and connection, with amazing visuals, music, and culture.
Absolutely. Moana's journey teaches us about trusting ourselves, respecting our roots, and taking responsibility for our actions. Those lessons are timeless.
And the combination of adventure, humor, music, and emotional depth could make it really special, something that inspires both new audiences and longtime fans.
Exactly. And for anyone learning English, listening to this kind of conversation helps you pick up new words and expressions naturally.
Yeah, like raw, over the top, immersive, and responsibility. You hear them in context and remember them better.
So we hope you enjoyed exploring Moana live action with us today.
And if you liked what you heard and want more fun English learning through movies and culture,
Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. That way you won't miss any new episodes, tips, or discussions.
thanks for listening. Keep exploring, keep learning, and like Moana, trust your journey.
Bye, everyone.
Bye. Stay adventurous.